Ethics of Our Father brings a quote from Rabbi Akiva: "All is foreseen, and freedom of choice is granted. The world is judged with goodness, but in accordance with the amount of a man's positive deeds." This Mishnah raises the issue of man's free will and suggests how we are to properly use our lives. It also discusses the omniscience of and benevolence of the Holy One, blessed be He. Concerning free will, the Bartanura explains that it is in the hands of a man to do good or bad, and brings the passage, "God has placed before you life, good, death, and evil." These include the decision whether to love Hashem and go in His paths. His paths are the ways of life and blessing, and this should be our choice. He also remarks that all actions are seen, including the actions in the inner recesses of a person's heart. Nevertheless, the judgment is in the spirit of mercy. Maimonides adds that the judgment of the Most High is in the spirit of goodness and kindness, and not entirely according to what would be abstractly correct. The next Mishnah poetically develops this idea, first in the spirit of caution, saying, "Everything is given on the basis of a pledge, and the net is spread out over all life. The store is open and gives credit. Everything is written down. All who want to borrow can do so, and the bill collectors collect whether a person agrees to it or not." It ends optimistically, saying, "The judgments are truthful, and everything is prepared for a banquet." The basic idea is that God gives the man the resources he needs and wants. After that, there is an evaluation. The expectation, though, is that a man will be deserving of a feast. The final Mishnah in the chapter is in the name of Rabbi Eliezer ben Chizba, who states that the topics of birds' nests and menstruation are the substance of halakha, and that astronomy and gematrias are the condiments of wisdom. The idea seems to be that astronomy, and more generally knowledge of how the world really operates, prepares a person to learn what is really good and evil. Once a person knows right and wrong, they are prepared to understand the revealed hand of Hashem in this world. The Torah forbids a man from having relations with his wife during her monthly period. It is here that biology and morality intersect. The Talmud gives rules how to determine its beginning, end, and how to set a fence so as not to err. The issue of birds' nests in the Mishnah, Kanim, tends to be more obscure. The term itself is an idiom for pigeons that are brought as sacrifices. Depending on the circumstances, a single pigeon or a pair of pigeons may be brought. When a pair of pigeons is brought, typically one is a sin offering and the other is a burnt offering. The laws concerning these two sacrifices are different, but pigeons often look the same. Many problems can be avoided if the designation is made at the latest time possible. However, a problem can arise when birds or sacrifices get mixed up. Pigeons can be offered on the altar for a number of reasons. among them for a woman who has recently given birth. One is an expression of devotion, and the other an expression of apology, either specific or general. The message of ethics of our Father here seems to be proper use of a person's creative ability, both in theory and practice. The last Mishnah in the 4th chapter also deals with how we choose to behave during our lifetime. It states, those that lived will be judged according to their knowledge of Hashem and how much they have imparted this knowledge to others. Specifically, He is the Creator who is omniscient and omnipotent. One cannot escape Him in the grave. On the contrary, all will be required to make a proper accounting before the King of Kings, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Thank you.